So today is a chill Tuesday. And you know what I decided to do for a chill Tuesday? I decided to watch a movie because the YouTube algorithm has blessed me with a movie that it wanted me to watch. It put forth this movie, which you obviously know by the title of this video for my review. Mind, I got a little indigestion. I just chugged a cup of coffee. But hey, welcome to this review. So, best way I could describe this movie is it's a fucking fever dream. It's okay that I'm starting this movie review with a little bit of swears because I'm gonna be smoking anyways. So this movie was a trip. You start off Jackpot. What got me into Jackpot was I saw a YouTube video, like one of them AI videos that do movie reviews, and it was just giving way too much of the Colonel secret recipe of what was happening. So I'm like, okay, I guess this is gonna be a movie I have to watch. Mostly why I watched this is because I was like, apparently John Cena's in here, but I can't see him. And the co-actor was invisible the entire time. It was hard to pay attention to what was going on because I couldn't see a damn thing. Apparently there was this invisible figure just going on and on about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I'm like, where the fuck's this actor? Jokes aside, yes, you can see John Cena. This movie has so much with it that's new and kind of different. For instance, I really like some of the action footage in this movie. I'm not gonna go deep into spoilers for this review. I'm just gonna give my thoughts of what I think made this movie decent and made it worth me reviewing about. You see, because I will even review not decent movies, and I will review stuff that, like, just plain out might not be good. For the sake of talking about it in front of a camera to you guys. So, it starts off the premise of the movie. There is a lottery once a month or a couple months. They don't necessarily explain the frequency of it like that. They do, but they keep changing it. And that's one thing that, like, I'm not gonna get into it. So the purpose of this lottery is one person wins to start. And that person, if they could stay alive until sundown, they get to keep their money. However, the person who slays the lucky jackpot lottery winner, that person will win that person's winnings and the game will be over. You cannot use guns, you cannot use bullets. Pretty easy to understand. So you could use anything else to kill this person. Now, That is all I'll talk about for plot. Because plot, I can't talk about it without giving away too much. And I tell you, there's some high points in this film, and there's some low points in this film, and boy, are there some high and low points. For instance, the low points I'll get over first. It's kind of like when you ask the doctor, can you give me the bad news first? I'll give you the bad news first. The bad news first is it's going to be mighty confusing. The pace is weird. It goes fast and slow, then fast and slow, then fast and slow. Now, that's good if you have the attention span of a cricket. But until you get to the slow bits. When you get to the slow bits, it kind of drags on for a bit. And this is coming from someone who has watched every episode of One Piece that is out right now, including the filler arc. So I know slow, okay? I know slow. I watched Bleach filler. I know slow. So there was a bunch of slow-paced stuff in this movie, and it was kind of hard to keep interested at some points. Now, other aspects of it are, there are some things that are just way too, I guess, cringy unhinged. Like, there's a level of unhinged you could achieve where it actually makes sense, but to a crazy amount of unhinged I haven't seen over accentuated since the movie Mom and Dad with Nicolas Cage. If you haven't seen Mom and Dad, but with Nicolas Cage in it and Selma Blair, I highly recommend you watch it. It's so ultra violent, and yeah. So the ultra violence gets to a level of cringe, but the cringiest part of the entire thing, and this is before I get into the pros, by the way. The amount of nut shots and crotch shots. Everybody was getting their labias or balls busted in any way, shape, or form. Explain to me how the hits to the below the belt region outnumber that of a traditional wrestling pay-per-view. Why is everybody getting hit in the nuts? I guess this is a spoiler. Spoiler alert, everybody is getting hit in the nuts. John Cena, hit in the nuts. Aquafina, I think she gets into the labia. The roommate gets in the labia. Everybody gets in the labia. You get a hit to the labia. You get a hit to the labia. You get a hit to the labia. Oh, you feeling a little bit left out? Okay. Nut shot. Okay. Nut shot. Yeah. There's more fucking nut shots than a South Park episode. Like, if this was an America's Funniest Home Video reel or a ridiculous reel, it would be a highlight of Hollywood nut shots. Now time to get to the good in this movie, okay? Because there was actually a bit of good in this movie. It was actually pretty funny in some parts, yes. When you could get over the cringe of the ultraviolence, when you could get over the cringe of the nut shots, when you could get over the cringe of the pace, you could get into the jokes that they have. A lot of the quick quick banter was actually kind of making me chuckle. I was chuckling quite a bit. I found that like they would crack a joke and I would be like, "Oh, yeah, that's pretty good." There's some people you wouldn't expect in there. Like Stanley from The Office makes an appearance in there. And boy, does Stanley really fit in with this somehow. Like, ah. So to continue on, I'd say I really like the premise of the story. That's another positive point about it. I'd say another thing that's really good about it is I really like the synergy between Aquafina and John Cena. I also really like how John Cena looked at someone with a straight face. Sorry, I had to respond to that. That was an intercom. Um, I like how they had John Cena with a straight face say, uh, actually, you know what? I'm not going to say it. I want you guys to find out for yourself what John Cena says. But he says something related to Harry Potter. And when you reach that point in that movie, you'll see what I mean. Because I'm still going to recommend you watch this movie. Because I still find a lot of good in it. I really like the actors. I really like the kind of antagonists that they set up throughout it. Like, there's a whole bunch of antagonists that you meet throughout the movie that end up appearing later in the movie. It's a lot to pack in for an hour and 40 minutes, but it's well worth the investment. I found that even after watching that movie, that I am left off with the fact that I'm probably gonna watch this movie again. This is something I would watch with my mom. This is something I would watch with someone else and see their reaction to it because I think that they would enjoy it too. I'd say you'd probably enjoy it as well. So, to avoid this going on longer than it needs to be, I'm going to rate this movie 7 out of 10, mostly for the points I have brought before you. The strongest point of this film was its quick, witty comedy. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to drink your water. And I'll see you in the next episode of posting a weird video every day until I become famous. Or another video, should you choose to watch another video after this of mine that isn't one of those videos. I got a lot to pick from. I got like 700 of them.